Settle down.
Bye, Daddy.
Yeah, please don't go too far, because although I'm pretty sure between the two of us we could get ourselves back. I think Daddy's running away.
Dad
from us.
left. Dad's gone. Dad ran. Run, Forrest, run! He stopped.
Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Like I said, my name's Allie, and I'll be your driver here today. So, everyone, make sure that you're holding on tight to all those personal belongings and your loved ones. Now might be a good time to pick your favorite kid. All right, guys. We got an awesome group here this morning. First leg of our journey is into the Ituri Forest. Now, Ituri means little in Swahili, and forest is that key word. Y'all are going to be looking for animals that like to hide out up amongst the trees. There on your right-hand side, 2 okapis and a yellow-backed duiker. Now, those okapis are the ones with the black and white stripes on the hindquarters. A lot of people think they are related to zebra, but in fact, they're related to giraffes. Up over here, this bird on the left-hand side, black and white bird, saddle-billed stork. And then the yellow-backed duiker you saw over there on the right-hand side, a little brownish-black guy with the yellow spot on his back. Duiker actually translates to mean diver, which is kind of appropriate considering when he gets scared, he lets off a high-pitched kind of squealy noise and dives into whatever type of vegetation is around him. On the ridge by the watering hole, on the right-hand side, these tannish gray animals, these are greater kudu. There on the ridge on the right. And over here at the watering hole, we have had reported sightings of black rhino. Full size can weigh 3,000 pounds. Those horns can grow 3 to 6 inches every year. That is, unless of course they don't make it, folks. There are only 5,000 black rhino left on the entire planet, and that is due to poaching for those horns. Bongos, nicknamed the ghost of the forest, because they're really good at hiding out. They're really quiet and they blend in really well. A couple baby bongos over here as well. The cool thing about bongos is both the males and the females will grow those horns. It doesn't matter about the sex of the animal. Alright. We have 2 in the Safi River. You guys use those animal guides up above you and tell me some animals that like to stay in the water. I think I see a hippo over here. Scoot up a little bit. If you can't see the ones on the right very well, that's okay. There's a couple more over here on the left. Right now we are surrounded by a bloat of hippopotamus, which is what you call a group of hippos, a bloat. Which is, I think, is appropriate considering they can weigh about 5,500 pounds. Also over here on your left-hand side, these pelicans, these are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name from the color that their backs turn during mating season. So hippos, despite their size of 5,500 pounds, are vegetarians, which I think is pretty funny, considering they've got those big, sharp, pointy teeth that they use for defense. Also, because they're very territorial, hippos are responsible for, let's say, a lot of accidents that happen on the river. More so than even these Nile crocodiles we're about to go over. Now, I do need everyone to please remain fully seated, as a croc can run 10 miles an hour on land, and I'm not trying to find out how much faster they go in the water. So everyone stay sitting tight, okay? Good job, guys. So, alright, so we went over the river and we went through the woods. Do you know where we're heading now? And Coley cattle going to be on your right-hand side, guys. Over there, those horns can be about 4 to 6 feet in length. 19 to 20 inches around at the base. Now, show of hands, who thinks the horns are hollow? Who thinks that they're solid? We're actually all a little bit right. There's a honeycomb-shaped pattern on the inside which allows blood to flow through them, helps to regulate their body temperature. A group of giraffes, does anyone know what a group of giraffes is called? It's a tower. I think it's appropriate, considering they can be about 18 to 20 feet tall. Someone a little smaller than those giraffes is over here on the left-hand side. This is a pack of African wild dogs, also known as painted dogs. Different than your dogs at home, these guys only have 4 toes compared to 5. Also, instead of being cuddly and lovable like your dogs, they're one of the fiercest predators on the savannah. They will chase their prey until it drops from exhaustion, and then they'll eat a third of their own body weight. Now these giraffes up over here, these are Maasai giraffes. You can tell that by looking at their spots. They're kind of lacier around the edges, not so stenciled looking. Alright, personal question. Show of hands, is anyone on the truck 6 foot tall or taller? You are the size of a baby giraffe. When they're born, they're 6 feet tall and grow to be about 18 to 20 feet, like I said. They have to get all that blood pumping through that really tall body of theirs. Got a little bit of breakfast there. Does anybody know how many vertebrae we have in our necks? It's 7. Giraffes and humans both only have 7 vertebrae in our neck. Now these wildebeest are really cool. They've got one of the largest migrations on the entire planet. They'll travel in numbers of over 1 million, between 500 and 1,000 miles in a year. Now, think about this, guys. Level with me here. Put yourselves in the hooves of the white, weird, bearded wildebeest. Can you imagine walking for about 1,000 miles in a year, surrounded by your family the whole time?
That was so live. My guys have got this favorite.
Females and the babies will stay together and the males will go off on their own. It's like these over here on the left. African elephants there. Babies will stay with their moms for about 13 to 15 years, which is the second longest childhood compared to humans, where we'll stay with our moms till we're about 30. A little bit, doing that to stay cool, kind of like a fan. Having a little bit of breakfast. That's the beginning of the 300 pounds of food they will eat today. Mango. When these get hatched, they are a gray color, and after about a year or so, they'll turn pink. Does anyone on the truck like to eat shrimp? Yeah, so do these guys. That's where they get their pink color. It's the keratin in those shrimp. Alright, so we are still in the savannah, folks, so we're going to be heading into the eastern part of it. We're going to start to see more tall with white stripes or white with black stripes. They are black with white stripes. They're wearing short skirts. A couple more of them laying down over here in the shade. Everyone, shh, 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 shh. Sometimes in the morning the lion likes to let off a little bit of a chafing noise, which is like a little grouse. Maybe not. It's their version of like clearing their throat. It just is called chafing. A little tiny grouse. Did he? Oh, there you go.
He's doing it for the live.
Not many people can say that they've heard that, so that's really cool, folks. Oh, there's the other female on top of the rock on this side as well. 2 females and the male there. She did jump up there. Yeah, they got those really powerful back legs that they use to jump on their prey. They will reuse the dens of other animals. The zebra that we saw through the clearing over here, same zebra, just a different angle. Yep, those are ostrich eggs. Each one weighs about 3 pounds apiece. These little cinnamon colored guys on your right hand side, those are bontebok. Extinct out in the wild, but thriving on reserves like ours. Hopefully one day we'll be able to boost their numbers enough to reintroduce them out into the wild. Typically these guys are desert dwelling, which means they can hold their own as far as heat goes. They don't start to break a sweat until their internal temperature reaches 115 degrees.